the one type of stream that won't start at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard. I never really thought about this situation before when I made that little post about all this. Well, we're on another walk, I guess. Hey, Danny. How you doing? Just going on a freaking walk. I figured, you know what kind of inspired this was like the ones you've done, man, where like you'll kind of go, I think you go like up the mountain side that you live around, like those walks. And I've watched you do those, and I'm thinking, that's inspired me to do something like that, except, you know, I don't exactly have scenery. Oh, crap. Speaking of, I should really be paying attention. I don't know. My mind definitely trails while doing these, though. Hope you've been doing well. Getting closer and closer to that 350K, by the way. Yes, sir, or a mall. I've been tempted to like walk through the mall on one of these before, but I don't know. Yeah, these walks are definitely rejuvenating, though. I will say that. Like every time that I go, oh, I believe you will, and I mean, big money awaits on the other side of that. But more importantly, large achievement. That, I think if you get to that point, that would be the highest score I've ever seen somebody I personally know actually get further than it was 345K, the last person I saw do that. Yeah, I think it was it was one of my roommates at a time. I think he got like 345,692, something like that. I don't remember the exact number, but that would be an impressive feat for someone who does it like casually. To get that far, that's impressive. Still, also, I think you did kind of misunderstand a little bit of what I was saying would happen on that. Yeah, no, I get that feeling. Yeah, no, if it wasn't for like the exhaustion of my day job, I'd probably be doing that in a few hours for actually my own personal gaming streams, which I don't know. I don't know if I'll have the energy for. If I wake up before 8 p.m., I probably will. I'll definitely be, oh, that's right. That's correct. Wow, I get way too distracted way too easily. I was basically saying that, so what I was trying to offer is like, okay, so maybe the wording was a little bit off, but it would be, if I recall correctly, I believe I said something along the lines of, when you reach 300K, $50. If you reach 350K, $100. I think that was initially interpreted as get to both, you get 100. Now, you get 300, you get 50. Either way around, you get to 350, separate from that 50, you get 100. That's what that was supposed to be. Howdy, Pumbaa. How you doing? Of course, yeah, one thing I don't like about the whole YouTube algorithm thing, it's not letting me like do this is actually one reason why my membership has been gifted a lot recently. It's not letting me like use my card to pay for anything, so I've had to actually like, that's actually kind of why I offered it in hard, cold cash. Yeah, yes, it is. But it's just the reason for that actually has more to do, for some dumb reason, YouTube won't let me actually connect my card and like pay for like my donations and stuff like that on the website. So I'm sitting here going, all right, well, it's probably a good thing I know him in person. Otherwise, yeah, those donos would be very, very difficult to do. I do have one other way though, if it works. I have like 7 different accounts, admittedly, and yeah, big bucks right there. I have 7 different accounts. Each kind of is applied to a character that I've created on my own channel. I could just use one of those to do the same thing, like that Laughing Dolphins account, which is, as I've said 100,000 times at this point, just a secondary account I have where I watch things more privately. I would use that, except it's connected to the same account as this one, so that sucks. But I do have other accounts that have their completely own emails. Those, like for example, Beer Belly Bob, one of my first characters, completely separate email. I could probably just use that, sub to your channel, and just do like the donos through that one, which I don't think should be too hard. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll see how things go. If I can't figure that out, then yeah, it's going to be in hard cold cash. That will be a video worth making, though. Me reacting and going, holy crap, on like that ultimatum goal being reached, and then just like a cut to go, all right, well, here we go. Just like handing it to you. Or something like that, I don't know. I'll probably get a bit more creative than that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet, but we'll get there when we get there. Yeah, it's interesting, like these ultimate records and stuff like that. It's so interesting to me, like what different records and challenges people can come up with different, like Tetris, for example, as a pretty good example. Well, speaking of, I'm just getting a notification above my head saying that this awesome guy just went live. Yeah, sounds like you got your work cut out for you, man. Hey, look, good luck on the stream tonight. I'll probably end up just having it being idle on that one, but yeah, I don't know. If I miss it, I hope someone like clips it or something, because I do kind of want to see you reach that goal, regardless of the outcome. That being said, okay, I'm tempted. Which way should I go? Home would be that way. But I've been very tempted to just kind of walk around. Because I used to roam these streets a lot. It's kind of like the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Hi, Holden. How are you? What the heck? Okay, I need to get a GoPro for something like that. We're gonna be here a while. Whew. I mean, I could cross that way. I'm good, thank you. Just got off my day job. Normally I do live stream. Let's see, what time is it? About 3 hours from now, but I don't know if I'll be awake to do it, so I figured I should at least try doing this one. Jeez, that button's loud. Welcome to the channel. There's not much to see here outside of an idiot who plays video games walking around and making a fool of himself playing video games. Question.
Wait.
Shut up. No.
Wait.
Shut up.
Wait.
Push.
Wait.
I will strangle you.
Wait.
Okay. Okay, alright. Screw you, Button. I was trying to read the whole push or wave at Button for walking. So if I just wave at it, will it...
Wait.
Oh! Huh. Well, that explains the random wait statement at the little mini station area. I am tempted to just walk all the way home. So I used to do that a lot, actually. From an area that's actually genuinely not too far from here. It'd be kind of nostalgic to do that. It's disconnecting. Yeah, of course it is. I'm not too surprised. Probably because of the weather. Not the best weather for stuff like that. I mean, look at that. What is that? And I'm not asking for literal answers. That's Muhammad. That, you know what? Fair enough. Mohammed. Sounds like a .exe file. Oh, that one. Ballistic. Well, that is my hand. That is my hand. I guess this works. Hope you're doing well, Mohammed. My house is I'm asking myself the same question. Door open, no one coming. No one's leaving either. Oh boy.
He's on her phone. It's your brother. His last name's Clay. Yeah. I forgot to tell you.
I'm on a bus. On the moon. I'm going to use the answer on the moon regardless, or a random planet name that makes no sense. I'm on the planet Gaia. I'm visiting Cloud Strife. Actually, that'd be kind of fun. That would be fun.
You can't get money. It's not like
For whatever reason, the song APT just came to my mind. That's it. Yeah. I've heard the tricks before, by the way. You're probably asking not like super detailed or whatever, but I have heard the questions before. I know how to answer these kind of things without actually giving anything away. The only way you would figure out where I live is if you saw every tiny detail of what was behind me. Now, D9, who was on the stream earlier, He knows, but he's also my friend Ira.
Yeah.
So
How about you?
I'm not sure if this is going to be the only stream tonight or not. I am extremely exhausted. I don't know what's going to happen after. Here, actually, once we get off the bus, I'm going to turn on the stream. Again, for the same reason I was talking about earlier, confidentiality.
But I have 23, so 5 plus 3 plus 1 6.
Oh, would you look at that? Plus is getting emptier. No idea why. Like I said this before, but that song Appetite is just stuck in my head for no reason at all. I'll beat you to it, Henry. Hope you're doing well. I went boom a long time ago. You know, that could have been phrased so much better than that.
No, I talked to. Can I talk to?
I mean, I'm a laughing guy. I hate to break it to you, but I laugh at everything and everyone.
So like,
In the words of Markiplier, I am a giggly bitch. Pretty sure, like when he was around earlier on, I'm pretty sure. Did you just say the same? Yeah. Henry, you just said the same thing you've already said. I hope you're aware of this. You don't need spam statements on here. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Next station, UVU.
Just keep that. Fair enough. Why in the world? Okay, I read that and I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting to read Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. Just cause. Keep the bodies on the floor. Keep the bodies on the floor. That is dark, actually. Bodies on it. I actually heard the full song of Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. I like the memes. I like the references. I don't think the song is bad. It's not the best song I've heard though. When it comes to that time era, I've heard songs that I can compare to that. Now that statement I can get behind, Henry. Oh boy. You know, that That sign is like a. You know those fire alarms you find in like elementary schools and high schools? And the whole school just goes ballistic, thinking there's a fire. It's just you pranking it. This is basically the same thing, except this is a lot more deadly. I think. I'd rather pull a school alarm than that thing. I wouldn't even pull a school alarm. That is very. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure about this, but that might be illegal. It would definitely be, if not illegal, then it would be some kind of offense. Because I think it's, in a manner of speaking, it's, I'm trying to remember what it also possible chance I'll be getting a new phone soon. That's going to be fun and expensive. About $250, I think. Which, cheaper than the most expensive thing I'm aiming for right now, but still, not by much. Discord, when you're playing the game, you rage a lot. But in the post-mortem of the game, it's very, very fun to like just nitpick at the bad stuff and hate on it in a joking way. I don't know how else to describe it. Alright, well, time to put on the green screen. Better. There we go. Here comes the thing. You find yourself gazing out. Am I reading a second-person story now? What the hell? Why? Okay.
Find yourself gazing out at the Albert scenery. The town is slightly battered, thanks to the German offensive from earlier in the war. And the main buildings look almost like half-wrecked factory.
Voice acting. It's something I do a lot on this channel, especially when playing games.
I can talk like this.
Or I can talk like this. Or I can talk like this. I voice act. It's just my thing. Well, it's mine plus several other people's things, but it's something I do. I think the weirdest voice I've probably ever done is a voice that sounds like this. Because, you know, stereotypes. I don't know. Here we go. It's very cloudy today. I don't know why. You're not going to hear me constantly talking like this, though. Unless I'm talking about something, like, very, very serious. I don't know what your voice sounds like, Henry. I haven't met you before. I don't really use Discord, so it's not like I've heard your voice over Discord either. Like, in that sense. So, can't really do a voice I've never heard. I can do a lot of people's impressions on Papyrus the Skeleton from Undertale, or apparently Skeletor. That was a great thing to do. Or I guess my own personal impression of Sans, his brother.
Hey, what's up? You gonna have that? Real funny, kid. Real funny.
I don't know. I can make different statements. Imagine your voice. Henry, you put up an alias. Henry Stickmin. Before that, it was just Worms. The only voice... I mean, if you're talking about the character Henry, you want me to voice that, then, actually, to be honest, I haven't played the game in so long, I don't even remember his voice. I wish I was kidding. But I legitimately don't remember Henry Stickmin's voice. Actually, I think the voice is basically the same as mine, just a little bit higher. Like, somewhere around there. Hey. You wanna help me escape, girlie? I don't know, something like that. Like I said, I don't really remember it. He didn't talk very much. Most of the choices in the game was him just, like, moving around and either dying to something really stupid, or very brief discussions, or, like, just screaming to die. Like, he just doesn't talk very much. Like, let's see. What's a character I actually can voice a lot? I mean, that voice. I mean, that's my character problem. He's a drunkard. Apparently that's either a Texas or Tennessee accent, one of the two. I've heard both. I don't know which one it actually is. I haven't heard each enough. I think it's both. It's just one stronger than the other. Oh, that's easy. There you go. Did it. That was not hard. Believe it or not. Okay. I don't know, maybe there'll come a point where I'll probably just like do a singing stream or something. Then again, it's kind of hard to do that because a lot of songs, because of like the copyright thing, make it very difficult to do. I told you before, Henry, I don't know your actual voice. Just Worms is you. It is your user label. I know how this works. My user label is Nostalgic Dave 01. It's not one that can just be changed. At least not easily. You can change it, but I mean, for heaven's sake, that is still your label over on Twitch. Anywho, well, as fun as this has been, we have completed our 30-minute stream. I'm going to leave this here. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Shout out to D9, Henry, or Just Worms, I guess, Mohammed, and Holden, and Pumbaa, all for jumping in the chat. Thanks again for watching, everyone. I'll catch you all later. Bye.